The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions. You'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Penn State dominated the Buckeyes the last time these two rivals got together.
And if you dominate the Ohio State Buckeyes, the entire country takes notice. It was so impressive what Penn State did. Let's see if they can do it again today.
Fun to make a statement. You were a punchline for a long time in this rivalry game, but to punch through and to punch back and to knock them out, it was a big day for the Nittany Lions.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Davis looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
They punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Penn State's offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They ain't get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Headed to the end zone, and they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Snap it to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're working that left side. Just plowing ahead. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a Good job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Sets up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Quickly complete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, I'm a defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give him these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. He's looking deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching them. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Rides the back and leaves it. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? From the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Find some fresh air. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Gilliam. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Gilliam. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 28. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. That's caught. It's Bettis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
They want to get the ball right back here in the 1st half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple...
Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out fast. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense wraps up the 1st half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that 1st half. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between 2 of the winningest programs in football.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Quick completion on the out route. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more...
There he goes. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They're looking to throw on second and short. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do.
Turning it on! And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Wiley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Fires to the big fella. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiley. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on third and goal? Looking for the score. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's right down the boulevard. It remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They'll run play action. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Callaway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back open in the middle. At the 45 on its way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains hit on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
going for it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Callaway. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that play is is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.